Hey, how's it going? It's JP here with ETG Business, and today we're going to talk about a very, very serious subject, especially if your gym is not doing very well, which is how to turn your gym around, how to save your gym when the bills are piling up, no one's knocking on your door to join, and you need to generate some cash. So we're going to go through this process. Now, I have had to do a bunch of this myself, recovering post-pandemic, and really turn this machine on in order to, increase the monthly recurring revenue and stabilize and those kinds of things. So, I've been in a situation where I needed these things to work, and and I put them to the test. So this is tried and true. I've also seen this work with hundreds of gyms. It's tried and true. It's not the easiest thing that you can do, but the fact of the matter is, if you want to run a successful business, these things have to be done. To some degree, they have to be done. It's not enough to build a gym and think that people will come just because you offer a good service or you have happy members. People don't know you exist. And if they don't know you exist, they can't come, they can't become members, they can't spend money with you, and they can't tell other people either. So marketing is an absolute essential. So let's get down to some brass tacks here. Let's talk about the virtuous cycle, right? So here's how we're going to do it. We're going to draw this nice little triangle here, and offer slash service. This is kind of two in one, but it's really, really important. So the first thing you need to nail is you need to have an offer. I would run a 42-day transformation or 6-week challenge, or I would do a 9-week transformation. I would have different price points for things. I would have a 2K option. I would have a $600 option, and then I would have like a downsell fitness only for like $200. And for these, I would really focus on the 2K or the 600, depending on who is in front of me. If you try and sell the wrong thing to the wrong person, you're going to get some resistance. So you want to just go with what that person's actually telling you that they need. So create a banger offer. You're going to stack value. So much value that that person feels like they're getting an amazing deal, an amazing value, an amazing solution to their problem that you are customizing for them. And in that sales conversation, you're talking about your offer in the context of their problem. Don't talk about how good your program is, how good your facility is, your prices compared to other gyms, none of that stuff, because that commoditizes you. Talk about how you're going to help this person with what their specific struggle and what their specific needs are, and you become a category of one instead of trying to compare yourself to Joe Blow Fitness down the road. So let's get this offer and this service cranked up and dialed again, and then you need to start lead gen. Paid ads is the only way to do this. If you want it fast, if you want it done now, it's paid ads or nothing. Organic stuff is great. It works, but if it's not already built and it's not already delivering you enough leads, it's going to be really, really hard to do. It's not going to work in enough time, right? Especially if you've got bills piling up. So lead gen is going to be ads. The next thing you've got to focus on is sales. You need a script, you need a consistent process, you need a way to get people through that door on a consistent basis. So the order of things we're looking at is 1, 2, and 3 in terms of priority. Now, the offer is one of those first, but the service is also really important. You have to deliver people great results and really high quality service. That's how you're going to get more referrals down the road as well. So you can't skimp on the service portion just because you're able to sell people stuff on the front end. They're not going to stay. They're not going to refer. It's going to be a turnover mill if you don't have that stuff. So make sure that happens. Here's what your process should look like, your funnel, right? People want to make a really complicated funnel because there's always complaints about lead quality and this and that. You're going to run an ad. Then you're going to have a discovery call. Then you're going to have a consult, right? And then you have a sale, right? So that's it. That's the magic do. Now, you could cut this out because that lowers resistance. You can run an ad straight to a consult and straight into a sales appointment. Now, that's the same thing. The sale is really just the result. That's not part of the funnel. So let's talk. Let me talk frankly about the reality, the truth about Facebook ads. They're not easy. It's a lot of work to run this process. That's probably why if you're struggling, Jim, you're struggling in the first place because you haven't implemented this system in your business or these systems. If you don't have answers for how to generate leads, how to make sales, how to fulfill well, and how to scale your business, you're obviously not where you want to be. So ads, you're going to make an ad. You're going to publish it. leads are going to start coming in, but they're going to ghost you. They're going to book appointments. They're not going to show up. They're going to say they don't speak English or they don't remember clicking on the ad. It's not easy to go out there and do this. That's why most people don't do it. And that's why they fail. But this is part of the game. You got to pay to play and you got to have thick skin. So make sure that everything is dialed, everything is scripted, everything's rehearsed, and it takes some reps to get good at this. But you put the ad out, the leads come in. The leads come in, you call them right away. If you don't have some kind of tech, basically website or tech to capture your leads and start conversations versus via automations, you're behind. It can still work. You can still do it the old school way and do a spreadsheet or something like that. But it would really help if you had some kind of tech to help facilitate this. But basically, the leads come in, you call them. You try and book that first appointment. You don't sell on that call. You just sell the appointment. Hey, come to the appointment. Here's exactly how we're going to help you achieve your result. Boom, get that person in. Nurture them. Make sure that they're showing up. A booked appointment is not someone necessarily showing up. That's somebody who has the intention of maybe showing up if they want to stop watching Netflix. Maybe. So lead nurture them. When they show up, walk them through that sales process, give them that bulletproof offer. That's pretty much it, right? Rinse and repeat. Make sure that they get good service. A little bit more about ads. We can draw out some basics here, but what we're looking at ads is how many ads are you gonna run? Well, you can run between 3 to 5 ads. I would be testing 3 to 5 ads. I would be making 7 to 10 new ads at a time and testing them. If they're not generating me good leads in line with what the other costs are for the other ads, I'm going to nix them right away. I'm only going to let ads run for 2 or 3 days. And if I see the cost per lead is too high, or I'm not getting enough interaction or interest or whatever, I'm going to cut them. And I'm just going to crank out new ads and new ads and new ads. So that's definitely what I'm going to do. For spend, it's absolutely up to you. And it depends on your area. But I at minimum would be spending at minimum $30 a day. I'd be looking more at the 50 to 60. And if you want to go super all in, LFG baby, you're going to do $100 a day. Now, don't spend more than you can keep up with the leads. It's a waste to spend more money if you can't actually maximize the chance of conversion, talk to that person, follow up, do all that stuff. And it also depends on your cost per lead. Are you getting a $20 lead and you're getting, $20 lead and you're getting 5 leads a day? Or are you getting a $5 lead and you're getting, I'm not going to drill that. You're getting a $5 lead and you're getting 50 leads a day. So it really depends. You need to spend based on how much lead flow you're generating. Once you have a week or two of this under your belt, you're going to see if I spend this much money, we're going to draw the funnel because I like drawing stuff. But you're going to see if I spend this much money, I get this many leads, I get this many booked appointments or booked discovery calls, I get this many shows, and I get this many sales. So the input in here is the amount of cash that you're willing to put in to give Mr. Zuckerberg for the privilege of generating leads. So that's what you need to reverse engineer, right? And you also need to understand what your average front end revenue is. So how much are you making on your average front end sale? Are you making $5.99? Sweet. Then I need this many members. And then you can take this back up and you can reverse engineer it. You have to know those numbers. You have to figure it out. So that is what I would do. Obviously, 2 weeks is not going to give you the most accurate year-round snapshot, but it's going to be good enough. It's going to be good enough to start figuring some things out. You'd really want more like a couple of months. Now, again, don't be discouraged when you're doing this because it's going to be front-loaded. It's going to be a lot of work. Make sure you have good availability. Make sure that you have a way to, call people, like be notified and call people as soon as the lead comes in. Be diligent, aggressive with that follow-up, and make sure that you have that banger offer and you have a good sales process that you can consistently get people through. Now, if this is where you're at in your gym, the only thing that you can do is basically sell your way out and fix your other problems later. Again, let's go back and let's focus on this virtuous cycle. When you start to have a great offer and you know how to generate leads, you have a great offer, you know how to generate leads, boom, you're going to spend more money on generating leads, and you're going to make more money from sales, and you're going to be able to reinvest into your offer, and it's just going to go up and up and up. And by the way, thank you. Oh, I didn't. There you go. It's just going to go up and up and up. So by the way, thank you, Papa Hermosi, Alex Hermosi. If you don't know who he is, you probably do if you're watching the video. For give me the idea for this. Blatantly stolen, but it's a very good concept. So make sure that's where you're at. That's what you're doing. That's the play to save your gym. I would throw in the last kind of Hail Mary here is, what if you don't have cash for paid ads? You can offer some paid in full. So you can say, hey, I'm going to give away a limited number of 5 paid in full memberships for the next year. You pay in full, you get 20% off. So you're going to make a few $1,000s you can invest into ads. That being said, if you have a credit card and you're going to do this thing for real, you can just charge the ads to the card, and within that first week, you should be able to pay back ad spend no problem, right? Yeah, there's going to be a couple days wait on processing fees to actually hit your account, et cetera, but it's something that you should very easily be able to manage. That's another thing that I see about people who run paid ads, whether or not they're in the save my gym mode or not, is that they're scared to spend more. If your ads are doing well and you're converting well and you can keep up with lead flow, by all means, spend more money, because you'll just get more leads, more traffic, more sales appointments, et cetera. So anyway, that's the process of how to do it. It's not complicated. It's simple, not easy, is basically it. And it's going to require work on your end. If you've been of the mindset that if I just run a good gym, people will show up, maybe that was true 10, 20 years ago. If you are on 10, 15 years ago, if you were in the early wave of CrossFit, but it's not true anymore. It's not CrossFit specific. Even if you are the best coach, the best trainer, the best program, the best results, people don't know you exist. So you have to market, and paid advertising is the way to let people know, because we're putting it right in front of them, eliminating the chance that maybe they'll come across some of your good organic content. And your organic content probably isn't designed to convert anyway. There's probably no offers in there for somebody to take a call to action to become a lead anyway. So it's pretty much a moot point. So that's pretty much what I wanted to say about that. If you're in this position, my heart goes out to you. Implement these tools, watch the videos and the links. And if you do need some help with the tech, with the marketing, any of that stuff, I'm definitely able to help with that. So you can click the link below to apply to work with me. Other than that, thanks for watching the video, and go implement.